We're back with Congressman Joe Kennedy III in the OTR Pop Quiz. Question 3, Congressman. The most sought-after seats in Washington this month is the Pope's address to Congress. Pope Francis will also make a speech before what august international body in New York City?
Ed, I'm going to go with the U.S. Conference of Bishops.
The United Nations. He will be there as well. Question 4. Before coming to the U.S., the Pope will spend 4 days. The Pope will spend 4 days in which nearby socialist country before he comes into the United States?
I believe he's going to spend a couple of days in Cuba before coming to the U.S.
He was, as you know, very aggressive in getting the U.S. and Cuban relations restored. For the final one, question 5. Your mother won an historic annulment appeal from the Vatican about 10 years ago. What has Pope Francis just announced regarding Catholics and marriage?
He's announced a review of the policies around which divorced Catholics can get an annulment and try to welcome divorced individuals back into the Catholic Church.
Absolutely. So now that the pop quiz is over, let's continue talking about the Pope and his new edicts on annulments and abortion. Catholics in America are getting ready for a very different church hierarchy. What do you see long term?
You know, I think it's obviously been a fascinating time to be a member of the Catholic Church since Pope Francis came in. His focus on poverty, his focus on the teachings of the Church with regards to the poor, and his call to, I think, have all Catholics around the world live up to those values of the Church. You know, I was really proud and impressed to see the Pope call on parishes throughout Europe to house their refugees from the Middle East and Africa, and his continued focus on service and serving those who have not been so as blessed as others, I think has certainly resonated, and I'm really looking forward to his address here in Washington in a couple of weeks.
Congressman, if I said Donald Trump to you, what would you say?
I would say he's leading the polls for the Republican Party.
That's it?
You know, I think he's giving voice to a lot of frustrations out there, and yeah, he's been able to, I think, be that spokesperson for people that are upset with the way things are going. I'm curious as to how he would actually propose to address some of these challenges our country is facing, rather than just focus on what's wrong. So at a certain point,
I was going to say, as I say thank you and goodbye, I did want to ask you, who are you taking to hear the Pope with? Who's your guest with the Pope speech?
My guest is the most important person I can think of, and the first person who asked for the ticket, my wife. So she
very good.
It solved that problem of where does that ticket go pretty quickly. So really excited to be able to be with her to see it.
You have clearly learned the 2 most important words in life. Yes, dear. Very good, Congressman. Very good.
Exactly right.
Great to see you. Congressman Joe Kennedy III, live with us from Washington, D.C. Our thanks to him. OTR continues. Republicans prepare for their next televised debate and the surge of Bernie Sanders in the 2016 Democratic race.
Possibly. A lot of people are interested in the guy, you know. He's a senator, seems like a smart guy.